Hello, my name is Harry Hawk. I am a digital marketer, and I have a very short video that shows you how effective Facebook can be when you're trying to promote a very specific bit of content to a particularly narrow audience. And the bottom line here is I'm able to promote this particular post that you see on the screen for more or less 10 cents a click, meaning that's what it cost me. It's a campaign that I've been running for 5 days. It's going to continue to run until next week. And I am targeting a very narrow group of professionals. And I'll explain how this all works. But the first thing that you need to know, again, this is the blog. And I have created several different versions of this post. This is the version that a desktop user would see, but I've created an AMP version for somebody on a search engine. I'm not going to talk about that in this video, but I did create it. And then I went further and created a Facebook instant article format of this page, and I'll explain how that works. But together, the desktop version that you see here and the Facebook instant article version have allowed me to totally and really effectively target both desktop users and mobile users. I'm able to give both of these audiences a premier experience. I have another view that actually is recorded on my phone. You can ask for it if you want. I'd be happy to send it to you, and it shows exactly what it looks like on a phone. But here we go. So this is the management page, how I manage the page, and this is the post that I actually made. It's about the Great Hartford Circus Fire. It's one of the major circus fires in the 1940s that led to a lot of the fire safety regulation that we have today. Many people were hurt, maimed, or killed, along with a lot of animals. And what I want to talk, though, about is the organic and the paid reach. I have spent or allocated a total of $14 for this effort, but I've only spent about 5 of it. And these aren't super large numbers, but this particular podcast, this fan page, only has about 500 likes on it. And you can see that the organic and the paid are roughly 50%. That is to say, the organic is about 50% of paid, which I consider to be a really good ratio. And you will also see as we go into the stats that this post got a perfect score as an ad, a relevance score of 10. But let's take a look first at that. So this is inside of the Power Editor. This is the post. It's active, and we can see I've reached 498 people. There's an audience of about 8,000 that I'm targeting. It has shown everybody the ad, every one of those 498 once, plus a couple more than once. So this, in other words, 581 is the total number of impressions that were shown to this number of people. And I'm paying right now $9.02 per 1,000 people. And that may seem high, although I think in today's terms that's fairly low. But it really doesn't matter what you pay per 1,000. The real question is what kind of results and performance that you get. And what's important here is that my average cost per click is 10 cents. And to me, that's super affordable. I've also had 20 post engagements on this, and I'm getting a click-through rate of over 9, which I think is also very good. But again, I don't really focus on click-through rate because the question really ultimately happens when someone gets to the page, what do they do? But I've received 54 clicks for this for, again, approximately $5. So it's worked out really well. And there are some other metrics, but the one that I really want to show you, the one that I'm really proud of, is this relevance score. This is the algorithm at Facebook, which is looking at the ad and the audience that I have targeted and is making a statement to me how well my post is aligned with the target audience. And this can be anywhere from 0 to 10. And I've never received a perfect 10 before. I've received posts 7, 8, and 9 frequently. But that was the goal here. I really wanted to see if I could create just this perfect alignment between the post and the audience. And you can see as of the moment, I've spent $5.25. And as I mentioned, kicked off 5 days ago, and it's going to run until the 23rd. And you can also see that I have not edited the ad since it was released. So here we are, the $14 that I told you that I would spend. And the target is fire safety professionals. The term fire safety, that's a name that I gave it when I saved this audience so I could use it again. And I'm targeting people who are in the field of fire engineering or people with the job title of deputy fire chief, fire captain, or fire chief. So again, a really narrow audience. And you can see here that the potential that Facebook thinks that I have is just the total out of the whole country of about 8,000 people. But I think that's why I have such great alignment, because clearly a very famous circus fire is well known within the industry, and this is a first-person account of that, and all in, I'm getting that perfect 10 on relevance. You can see here further down, I am placing it within the feed on Facebook and Instagram, and I am allowing it to be automatically bid by Facebook for such a small amount. Maybe long term, I might switch to manual at some point, and I'm paying based on impressions, and I'm set this for standard delivery and just letting it run as Facebook sees fit. I hope that this makes sense. Again, I'd be more than happy to answer your questions. You can find me on Twitter at HHAWK. My name is Harry Hawk. You can email me at harryhawk@gmail.com. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to answer your questions. I hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.